Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for day 2 of looking at the 2026 Black Series fan channel wave. Today we're going to be having a look at Jedi Master Dooku. This is an absolutely amazing figure and I can't wait to show him to you guys, so without further ado, let's get started. So as always, we'll get the packaging out of the way first. This one's blue because it's part of the animation subline. It's got Star Wars Tales of the Jedi denoted on the bottom band. It's got Jedi Master Dooku over on the right with the number of the character in that line. We've got the mural artwork on the side. It's a very nice realised version of a young Christopher Lee as Jedi Dooku. That's then repeated on the back with a small write-up about the character. Okay, taking a look at the figure itself, and I just want to say off the bat, this one is my favourite of the wave. I think it's absolutely amazing and really set some new benchmarks in terms of quality from the Black Series. I'll bring one of the accessories in first, as when you get this in hand, it'll be packaged with this head sculpt, which is the beardless version as seen in the first episode of Tales of the Jedi, of which this character appears. Now I saw a lot of discussion online when this guy was revealed about how this looks like Nicolas Cage. I can safely say in hand, at least in my opinion, the likeness to Christopher Lee on this is amazing. It really does look like Christopher Lee could have played this version of Dooku in his earlier life, and I think the translation has been absolutely perfectly achieved. Whilst we're talking about accessories, I'll bring the next one in, which is the swoosh effect for the lightsaber. This is the same one that came with the Attack of the Clones Dooku way back when, but this has just been cast in a blue plastic for this release. Now, I won't swap the heads on camera. I do apologise for those that wish to see each head on the body, but it was a little bit of a stiff removal. I don't think it's anything to worry about. It might just be something that varies from sample to sample, but I don't want to risk any breakages. So just going to bring the figure in closer. And I'm going to give you a look at that other head sculpt, which has the beard, definitely displayed as as he's getting more towards the iconic Count Dooku appearance that we all are familiar with. The outfit is also very, very nice on this one. It's very basic on the arms, but then the overlay piece in the centre is very nice. It's got a lovely texture, of which I hope you can see on the camera now. And then you've got the very basic belt, which resembles Dooku's Attack of the Clones appearance, just to bridge those gaps. The figure does reuse the legs from the Attack of the Clones Dooku, which is good and bad in my opinion, as it retains the thigh swivel, but the ankles on the original Dooku were infamous for being loose at times, so I hope that isn't something that affects this figure long term. The lightsaber hilt, I believe, is also reused from the original, and it's a real shame as there are differences in design to the Tales of the Jedi version, but my biggest complaint has to be because they've used that somewhat translucent grey-silver plastic that's becoming more of a trend. You can actually see the blue lightsaber blade underneath the sculpt where it plugs in, whereas if it was painted, I don't think that would be too much of an issue. I really do have to commend Hasbro on this one though, because they've not only created a fantastic figure, but I think this is their best example of doing soft goods. As you can see, the top has got a pattern made onto it, and it's been perfectly stitched so that it wraps over the shoulders just as it would appear in the episodes. And it's straight out of the packaging. I was a little worried it would be distorted, as you know, sometimes the soft goods can be, but this one just lay right as you see it before you, perfectly represented. It lays really natural and it looks really, really good on the shelf. I'm sure people will be happy to hear that, as I know the recent Revenge of the Sith reissue of the Attack of the Clones Dooku had a really poor cape, and a lot of people weren't keen on that. So I can safely say that this one is very nice. Speaking of that Dooku, we'll bring him in for a quick comparison so you can see side by side. I still think this figure stands up to this day, as the likeness is very good. But this new one I think is just simply amazing. It's just one of my favourite figures, honestly. I'm having so much fun with this guy. I think it's a great addition to the line, and personally I hope it's not the last figure we see from Tales of the Jedi. So I'm just going to take this Dooku out now, and we'll focus on the new one again for a moment. I'm not going to cover articulation too much, as you guys know it's not something I find interesting. I'm sure that's going to disgruntle a few amongst the crowd, but everybody's got to be different, I'm afraid. There is nothing new to note in terms of articulation with this guy. He doesn't even have ball jointed wrists, unfortunately, as the hands do seem to be a straight reuse from the original figure. This is a shame, but it's still able to achieve all the poses that you would desire when displaying him on your shelf. So that just about brings us to the end of the review. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed having a look at this new Dooku figure from Tales of the Jedi. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe, as reviews of the rest of the wave are coming soon. Likewise, be sure to follow me on Instagram, as there'll be HD images uploaded, so you can have a nice look at them over there and see what other people have got to say about them. Until the next video, guys, take care, and may the Force be with you.